So I just have to hear it.
Just hear it.
That's all. Okay. So when and where were you born?
I was born in the Bronx, New York, on Brook Avenue,
Lincoln Hospital.
Lincoln Hospital, Bronx, New York. Lincoln Hospital, we lived at Brook Avenue.
Well, he just needs when and where you were born.
Yeah, Brook Avenue.
No, I want to help him.
Well, when you say where you're born, you don't usually get the hospital.
Yes,
you go
you do.
where you live.
No,
Where were you born?
I don't know. I was born in Philadelphia.
Okay. Is that all right, Tom?
And what was the date?
1937.
Okay.
July 16th.
July 16th, 1937.
So, when you grew up, what was your neighborhood like?
It was a small town in a farming area. Small.
In Robbinsville. Tell him the name of it. Robbinsville.
Name of the town. You want the town name?
Yeah, sure.
Robbinsville.
Tell them about the Natural History Museum.
Oh, well, he hasn't gotten to any of that yet.
We can get to that at the end.
The natural
Let me see
history.
if I want to make two more to it. A small town. What's this here say?
Small town farming area.
Farming area.
Robbinsville.
Yeah, Robbinsville, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And that's down by outside of Trenton. Very small town.
Now it's not.
Now it isn't, but then it was. I was
It was small.
the school.
He might have questions on
You
that.
have a question on schools?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
How many siblings did you have?
Two.
Two, and what were they like?
Two brothers, and they were very good brothers. Very good brothers.
Give like one was kind of more.
Like their personality.
More
Richard was very outgoing.
very educated and outgoing.
Franny
Fran
was
was
very more of an more serious
and not.
How can you explain Uncle Franny?
What was the question?
What was he like as like his
How-
brothers?
what were your
Rich-
siblings
Okay,
like?
so
very-
Uncle Franny was more of a bookish type of kid. He liked to study, and he liked to do chores around the neighborhood. He had a lawn mowing service.
Yeah.
He
So
was an entrepreneur.
he had more of an
Yeah.
entrepreneurial.
Where my brother was more of athletic and do what he felt like doing.
Yeah. And Richard
Uncle Rich was a free spirit.
But if every
That's a
educated,
good
he was
way
a
of
vet.
putting it, but he was very smart.
Yeah, he was.
Rich was smart.
What did your parents mean to you?
Well, they were very good to us. They were
Hardworking.
hardworking. And back when I was a child, most of the mothers lived in the house and took care of the house. They didn't work outside. And my dad worked when we were growing up. Most times, 2 jobs. Just one regular job and one.
Well, that's kind of saying what they're doing, but he means what did they mean to you? Like caring. They were good.
They were very good. No problem. Good parents. Excellent. I say thank you every day to them.
What are you taking his picture?
I'm just getting the scene, setting the stage.
Yeah. What were some things you liked to do when you were
I
in
like
trouble.
to play baseball. I like to play soccer. And
I'm sitting here
I
and everybody's
enjoyed
doing my
working
cooking.
small jobs because we used to make a couple dollars a week. I I thought, I think when I got first little job that I had that I was getting paid by the hour.
You know
Yeah.
what, guys, if you
It
go
was
out there
60
and
cents
don't
an
have-
hour, I think.
Really? Big bucks.
Tell
That's
them
about what we're paying you now,
Tell them
Tom.
about the strawberry picking and the potato
Well, that's, I
picking.
used to pick potatoes, pick strawberries, tomatoes. And, you know, as they were, because it was a farm area and these farms were around you, you just go ahead.
Does this guy know what he's doing interviewing
You're
here?
doing a good job.
Of course.
Yeah.
What were you like as a child? Like personality?
I think I was pretty good. Did work around the house. We had chickens and turkeys, and we used to take care of feeding them, my brothers and me, and mow lawns around the neighborhood, or whatever they had. I think we're pretty good. Never got in no big trouble.
What about little trouble?
Oh.
Uncle Rich got into more little trouble, I think. That's what we were told.
Well, things are different now. Like I say, I was thinking about Halloween. Christ, we used to go and put soap on windows and stuff, you know. Today, you would do that kind of stuff.
You know, you can put shaving cream on stuff and get phone calls about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's not me.
I know.
What responsibilities did you have in terms of like chores and stuff?
Had to clean the yard, mow the grass, which wasn't a big job, but mow the grass in the wintertime, shovel the snow in the driveway. You know, we had dogs, we had to take care of the dogs. And the dogs lived outside, so we had to take food out to them every day, morning and night, and, you know, water and stuff. We had chickens, so we just had to go upstairs, up in the barn, and clean the roost where the chickens sleep, and crapped all over the roost. So we'd have to keep the chickens fed and everything. And back when Thanksgiving and Christmas and holidays, neighbors used to come and ask if, you know, my dad used to sell the chickens. So we had to kill them in plain English, right? And then pull the feathers off them, and you know, he'd sell them to the neighbors. So it's take care of the animals and take care of the farm, chickens and turkeys. Not many turkeys, but only maybe a dozen.
What was the school like when you were a kid?
That's a juicy one.
Oh,
It is a good one.
the school was a small school. There was only, I think, 12 people in my graduation class, and maybe during the year there might have been 10, and other times 15 because you know kids were coming. But when I graduated, there was 8 girls in the class and 3 boys.
Well, we're gonna get a bigger one. I have a bigger
So
one.
11 graduates, as I can recall it. And it was 3 grades in a room. One teacher for each classroom. There was only 3 teachers in the class in the school. Could you imagine your school with only 3 teachers?
No.
3
A lot
classes?
different.
3 classes? I mean, like we had 8, maybe the class behind. The good thing about it was that when you was in, say I was in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, we were all in the same room. And this row here would be the 6th graders, this row here would be the 7th graders, and that row. Well, when she was teaching the 8th graders, you were sitting here listening. So you picked some of that stuff up. So it was helpful in some ways, you know, to ahead of time know what the hell 8th
What
graders
you were gonna do the next year?
yeah. And some of the things, and you can pick it up, and it helps yourself in your grade picking up your own work, you know.
How did you get to school?
Walk.
How far?
And high school, I went to Catholic high school in Trenton, which was about 8 or 10 miles away from our house. And we used to hitchhike. We had no buses. We just go out on the street. And most of the time it was men going to work in Trenton would pick you up, and they knew you, took you down to Trenton. So, what do you got written? So you,
How the teachers discipline you guys.
what do you got written? Small school, 11 people in the class, 3 grades in a room, 1 teacher. Walk to school, 1 teacher, so 1 teacher per room. Walk to school. About 8. It wasn't to school was high school. What's this here? Hitchhike and to school about 8 miles away. They had no school buses. They had regular buses, but if you had the money to put in there.
How'd they discipline you at school?
Put out.
Is that a question?
Yeah.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
She's asking.
Take this.
For the interview. Yeah.
They would
It'll add a little.
depend on.
You have name?
What do you say? At one teacher or a couple of teachers, they put you under the desk. And you'd sit, and you know, you'd sit under the desk and somebody would walk up into the front of the desk and you'd reach out there and grab their foot or something like that, and the teacher would kick you. Actually, she'd kick you, right? But anyway, we would, and we used to have to, if you got, just say you went out on the playground and playing and throwing snowballs, and you weren't supposed to, they'd bring you in and say, okay, Pat, you got it right, I will not throw snowballs 500 times. So we'd have to stay in during recess period to write those, to do those penalties. I would not chew gum, whatever you did, most of the times it was, they'd say to you, 150 times or 500 times. Sometimes you'd add them up. One time you get caught doing something 150 times and somebody do it. Else you 150 times more and you'd be down 300 times. So some of us had a hell of a long. But it was 3 grades in the room, and then it was only 3 teachers. That was that was grammar school. High school was different. Catholic high school I went to, and there was basically the way it is now. I think you had a homeroom, and then whatever, depending on what courses.
now that I know.
What courses you had, and what who your instructor was. You'd leave homeroom and you'd go to room 505 for Latin or math or whatever it was, and that was where you go to another room. So I guess that's basically what you do now.
Yeah.
So,
Who are some people you looked up to?
well, I always say my mom and dad. I had an uncle that was in the service when I was in grammar school, and he was in the army, and he was over in Germany and stuff like that. So I kind of looked up to him a little ways.
Which uncle?
Uncle John.
Girls, where do you want to sit, you two? And what do you want to drink?
You
Want milk?
Any sports people or anything? Or
not
teachers? Priests?
well, the priest was always, because we used to hold catechism. We lived in a small town, and there was only 10 or 15 kids in Catholics, and we used to have a catechism for the school kids. My mom had it in the house, and the nuns would come to the house. And one class would be in the living room, and one class would be in the dining room. Yeah.
Tell them about where the post office was. Remember when you said the post office in the lady's house?
Yeah. Yeah, the post office right in somebody's house.
Across the street, right?
Just in someone's house?
Big houses? What was the setup?
Our house was, say, here is the street. Our house was here, and there's another street here, and there's a house over here that's the post office. So we'd run across the yard, run in the back door of the post office.
It was like her kitchen.
Yeah. It was right outside our living room. Right outside our living room. You could look, if you walked in the thing and they had like a door or something like that. If they had left it open, you could look right into the living room.